I'm here with Meg Phelps. This is Keith's better half, right?
Yes.
They're equally as wonderful. And we made the beautiful Cat's Night Out wreath.
Yeah.
And those two little kitties are just so adorable. And Meg made the kitty cats, but you're going to tell us how you can make those yourself.
Yes, I started with a pattern actually that I purchased off of Etsy and then pin it to the fabric. You start off, believe it or not, with a muslin colored fabric.
All right.
And then just trace around it and cut out two of the cats. You just sew them together and then square off the bottom so that it sits flat. And then because they're completely sewed together, you would make a slit in the back. When you start to stuff it, you start with some sand to put about 1/4 of an inch of sand in the bottom so that it sits straight, flat. And then you take the fiber fill and take a little bit at a time and particularly start putting it up in the ears so the ears get all stuffed, and then stuff the whole body
All right.
very tightly. And when you're done with that, then just take a needle and hand sew it shut. It looks rustic, but that's part of the charm. That's part of the look we're going for.
All right. So Meg, how do we get from the neutral color to the black kitty?
Well, that's the fun part. After she or he is all stuffed, then you take a cupful of black acrylic paint. Then to the cup of paint you have, I make a coffee stain with instant coffee and take about 2 or 3 tablespoons of the coffee granules and add it to boiling water, just like you were making a cup of instant coffee.
Oh, okay.
And then add a bit of that to make the consistency of the paint like a stain.
All right.
So it's a black stain with a bit of the coffee in it.
Nice.
Then take a brush and just brush the whole thing down so it's nice and sopping wet with that black paint.
So Meg, when the cat's all painted, how does it dry?
Well, then that we put it on a cookie sheet with a piece of parchment paper on it, put it in an oven at 225 degrees for between 20 and 30 minutes. Keep checking it, and that's kind of what makes it that stiff look.
Oh, yeah, it really has that nice canvas feel.
Yeah.
How do you get that scruff in the front?
After it's dried, you take a piece of fine sandpaper and just scuff it up.
All right.
So the next step is to sew the eyes on. Just use any buttons that you have around the house. Those are some of Keith's grandmother's that we kind of inherited from her sewing box. Then we have embroidery floss that we use to make the lines for the nose. And then you take this sisal and take a few strands out of it and thread it on your needle, and then just push your needle through and then cut it off and you have the whiskers.
I love it. And of course, the kid needs a little collar to be complete.
Right, just tie a piece of twine on and a rusty bell, and he's all done.
So of course we have our beautiful Cat's Night Out wreath, and the cats look adorable there. And they're so much fun, aren't they, Meg?
Yes, they're a lot of fun to make.
And you could do so much with them. Put them in a basket, put them on the floor, put them by the doorstep. It's really sweet. We really appreciate you showing us how to make them.
Well, thanks for coming to visit us.
You're welcome.